even without the blackface aspect taken into consideration, I don't think Everybody Sing is a particularly good film. It's not terrible, but it definitely wasn't that enjoyable. This was released in 1938. It's directed by Edwin L. Maren, written by Florence Ryerson and Edgar Allan Wolfe, with a cast including Judy Garland, Alan Jones, Fanny Brice, Reginald Owen, and various others. And this is about Judy Garland's character, a young girl called Judy, and she isn't getting along very well at school. It doesn't really go very well. So she decides instead to try and make it on stage. And eventually we get to that point where she goes on this journey to perform and try and get recognition and make a career for herself. And as a concept, I don't hate it. I do like the overarching narrative as a concept, but it is so slow. And it, as a story, doesn't work. It definitely feels like, and this could not be the case, but it feels like it was written just to showcase vocal talent rather than to tell an interesting story. And there are films like that where it's less about the story and more about the variety and the kind of vaudeville performances, but it definitely doesn't work here. It doesn't have that much to offer. There are a few scenes that are entertaining, a lot of the performances, but it takes a long time to get there. And yeah, the vocal performances are good, of course. Judy Garland's brilliant, but it's just not engaging. And those few scenes that are okay aren't enough to save the film. The music is good though. Definitely could have done without Judy Garland in blackface. It was uncomfortable. It was unnecessary. Obviously, it's a product of its time. It is what it is, but it's not great. I don't blame Judy Garland at all, but it was not a great moment. And I say moment, it lasted quite a while, so could have done without that. But as I said at the beginning, even taking that out of the equation, it's still not a great film. We do have some great costumes, some really nice set designs, some good camera work and editing, and I guess it could be okay as background company. If it's the kind of film you're interested in, even though it might not be the most engaging, maybe putting it on in the background could be okay. But to sit down and watch it and become fully immersed in the story, emotionally invested in the characters, it's not a great time. It's not the worst film, but I don't think Everybody Sing is a particularly good film.